for a minute. It'll be burned into your psyche, and you will think about me. You will go looking for me, for my product, for what I have to offer. And I will make more than what I spent off of you. Wow. The enemy has tricked us, y'all. In the name of entertainment, he snuck into our camp and poisoned us. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to wrap up. I talk to my students, my children, oftentimes about this. How many of y'all ever had food poisoning? That is not cool at all. I done had food poisoning, I had stomach viruses. It just ain't a good look. But the part that we hate the most is actually the part that's good for us. When you're throwing up, that's your body's way of cleaning itself, of purging itself. It's the scary part, oftentimes. Everything, just your muscles, your whole body just saying, get it out, get it out, get it out. It's poison. It's killing us. We dying. That's your body's filtration system. Check this out. Let's talk about alcohol. I use this one often. You got several methods in place. First, you got the taste buds to say, that is nasty. Don't drink that. That's not good for you. You know you shouldn't have that. You say, nah, I'm going to drink it anyway. Then it burns. Then it burns again. Down in your stomach. You're like, ooh. You want another one? You sweat. Yeah, give me another one. All right. We're having a good time. Woo! Right? It's in there. It was poison when it touched your tongue, poison when it burned your throat, and poison when it burned your stomach. And your body is still saying, we've been poisoned. Get it out. Get it out. You can sweat it out. Kidneys are trying to filter it out, try to pee it out, excrete, throw it back up. Something your body is saying, this is poison. Don't put it in your body. Get the poison out. It's killing us. However, your eyes and ears don't have that type of portal or that filtration system. So when you put something in front of your eyes, it soaks it up and goes in and is burned into your psyche, which is where you recall all your images from your very childhood, laying up looking at the ceiling, the little decorations mama done put in your room, all the colors. You recall the Mozart that she played for you, because Mozart and Einstein makes kids smart, right? Y'all remember that, right? Y'all mamas didn't play Mozart for y'all? Okay. Was it LL Cool J? Rick James? Temptations? Okay. Ohio Players? What we got? Oh, let's start. You remember Mama's face? That's the lady with the milk. That's the lady with the food. I ain't got no words to say. That's the lady. I know you. That image burned into your psyche. Mama got a busy lifestyle. She ain't got time to hold you all day, so she just set you in front of the TV. You don't know what's going on. Images just being burned into your psyche. Sounds that you start to recall. You don't know what all they mean, but your brain is still computing, still registering every image, every sound. You know, they say that the human brain is more efficient than any computer that we've developed thus far. Sometimes we don't feel like it, but man, I keep forgetting everything, but it's in there. Just got to learn how to get to those files, but it's in there. God designed it that way. But he designed it so that you would put good things in there and always be able to recall those good things. The joys of salvation, being able to recall that. The language of praise, always being able to recall that. The stimulation of being in the presence of God when the atmosphere is just thick and he just rains down in the room to where nobody can move, and you remember that forever. And you remember it so much that you begin to recall it to your children and to your children's children and to your children's children's children. So that when they have yet to experience God, they can live off of your memories. You can pass it down to them as a memorial, as an inheritance. This is what God has called us to do. To use our minds, to use our bodies, to use our lives, always to point to his glory. Always to tell his story. But we've wasted so much of our storage space with perverted images. To the point now where it's almost impossible to recall the beauty of God's creation. To the point now where when we hear heavenly melodies, we tune them out and turn up our radio instead. We've become so complacent and comfortable with wickedness and perversion that it's now just simply called entertainment. People dying on TV doesn't even make us cringe. Blood gushing, squirting, dripping, you just laugh at it. Start to analyze it. Oh, look at the graphics, man. Look at how his head began to spin. We laugh at it. Passively accepting the very thing that was sent to destroy us. The spirit of fear just creeping through our TV screens. And we're having nightmares and can't figure out why. There's no peace in my house and I don't know why. My kids are disobedient. They won't listen to me. They won't do what I tell them. And we don't know why. But David said, in my house, I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. Once again, to reiterate, I'm not telling you to throw your TVs away. Turn off your cable. Might save you some money, but what I am saying is, let's raise the standard. Just because your friends watch it don't mean it's okay for you to watch it. Just because they play it on TV don't mean that it's okay to watch it. I remember when PG-13 actually meant something. That meant that my young kids could watch it. What happened? PG-13 is now what used to be rated R. So I'm sorry, but I can't allow Disney to set the standard for my house. To say what is or what is not acceptable for this age group. I don't want them teaching my children sex education and say that it's okay to have an alternate lifestyle. If you want to have a girlfriend, get you a girlfriend. If you want to have a boyfriend, get you a boyfriend. No. I don't want you teaching my children that because that's not acceptable. That's perversion. A girl cannot date a girl. A boy cannot date a boy. That is foul. It is called sin. I don't want you teaching them that it's okay to have premarital sex. That is not okay. God says it's not okay, so I say it's not okay. And in my house, we will not watch this perversion. In fact, if you want to be honest, as I've taught my kids, there is no biblical recipe for dating at all. So guess what? My son, I'm not going to root him on and say, yeah, go ahead, son, handle your business. That's foul. It's perversion. Because what he has inside of him is just as valuable. He carries the seed of life. We get seed of life from God, the Creator. Seed represents creation. That is valuable. That's a treasure in my son, in our sons and in our daughters. But yet still we'll say, I better get a shotgun for having a baby girl. No, I don't want them little girls around my house either. Get away from out here. Had to pause for a second. Because he is just as valuable as a gift as she is. But on television, it's been reversed. To the point now where now you got a mindset on TV being conveyed, hunt down a virgin, and that's a badge of honor. What is this perversion? Gross error. will not set these wicked things before my eyes. I will not allow them to be burned into my psyche and recalled in my memory. I will not allow these things to be passed down to my children as their inheritance, which is really robbing them from the very treasure that God has provided for them. Our sons and our daughters, how long will God's people walk in error? How long will we be entertained in the name of perversion? My challenge to you all tonight, and I'm closing. My challenge to you all tonight. 54% of kids have TVs in their rooms. 44% of them say that they watch things that they wouldn't watch if their parents were sitting there with them. No, that's only 10% that are not. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And they're spending hours and hours being raised, being entertained, being indoctrinated with the world's system.